punching episode 72 emergency pod. Haven't figured out a name. It's been that. Can we lab a name?
Let's lab a name real quick. Let's see what's been going on. It could be WrestleMania Part 2. Salute to Chris.
I got it. I got it. Shout out Chris though. Definitely shout out Chris. This episode is just gonna be titled Endgame.
Yeah.
We're in the Endgame.
We're in the Endgame now. We are in the Endgame now.
We're done playing around.
Welcome. Yeah. This one. All right. So, look, man. Unless you've been living under a rock, if you were tuning into this show, especially this part of the show, we know why you're here. It's what we came to do. It's why we got up at 11 o'clock on a Saturday, recorded a podcast after we was out to 2 in the morning, driving home from the airport. We was exhausted, but it's work time. It's work time, man. We can sleep. Yeah. We can sleep after this. We can go to sleep after this.
I'm gonna sleep on the drive home.
You feel me?
Not really though.
Beware though. Beware. If you're on the road in Atlanta, beware. Like I said, unless you've been living on the rock, man, y'all know what it is. Episode 72, show about nothing. Please like, subscribe, comment. We love you. Thank you for joining us. First time listener, thank you. Last time listener, thank you. All right. Aubrey Graham.
Yeah.
Ricky Rose. Yeah. Kendrick Lamar.
Yep.
JCOLE.
Yo, shout out to the niggas that woke up JCOLE fans.
JCOLE quit.
Shout out to y'all niggas.
Hey, I'm too much of a real nigga for J. Cole to be my favorite rapper.
Yeah,
as much as I love J. Cole, I'm come on, bro. Like, I grew up on Lil Wayne and T.I. Like, J. Cole can be my favorite rapper. But salute to the J. Cole fans.
We won't talk about J. Cole too much because it's some big dogs outside.
It's some big dogs outside. Some real niggas decided to come play.
I gotta say, after what we talked about, for him to get on Metro album, but stop right now. You Cole niggas, don't you do it. Don't you reply to me in the comments with that verses from February. It's not. I don't care. You don't drop a diss knowing you got an apology coming on Friday that you pre-recorded. No. Listen, that shit is embarrassing. For you to cop the plea on the stage and then double down on the record, like, bro, who said I was tough? Like, big bro, chill. Like, yo, like, who said I was tough? You, nigga, for a decade. You. Listen,
Shorty, even if that verse was recorded in March or February, don't clear it.
You J. Cole.
You're J. Cole.
You J. Cole, nigga.
What the fuck are we talking about?
Y'all at war.
What the fuck are we talking about?
You lucky Drake ain't sends you some bars,
But you're lucky Drake is a nice guy. You're lucky Drake is being nice. Because if this was 2018 Drake, 2017 Drake, you would have got some shots, and you deserve them.
Let's keep it a buck. This your fault. I would have sent you some bars. Because now I'm 20 niggas fighting me because something you did. You was talking this shit on First Person Shooter. I ain't say none of that. And it's crazy because First Person Shooter came out. Niggas like, man, why Drake really ain't rapping? He ain't want to part of this. What's about the Super Bowl? Now I'm fighting with 20 niggas because you left? Like,
oh my God, bro. That nigga quit. Oh my God. He rage quit the battle rap. Oh my goodness, J. Cole. I told the niggas you was the best rapper in the world, and less than a day went by and I had niggas laughing in my face.
It was like an hour.
He was still here.
He hadn't even left.
He hadn't even left
the fucking...
Fuck.
Damn,
the nigga quit, bro. We'll get into it.
That nigga said, please, big bro, chill.
Again, to some real niggas, man. Kendrick, thank you. I know Drake in the song said the beef has been brewing for a minute, but obviously you jumped off the porch first. So thank you for putting this excitement in rap. And
hold on, I think I got something for you.
Since I don't have to defend J. Cole no more, this is why J. Cole was saying we only talking about you because you dissing don't fucking matter.
Right.
Because when the diss is a month effect and a 3-week #1 song, who gives a fuck? You feel me? That's how you make a statement.
3 weeks #1 with a Beyonce album in the street.
You feel me? You feel me? And Ariana Grande. Let's not forget she not her. Like, come on now. So
there's some niggas outside. It's the summer. It's the middle of summer, and the DISS is #1. Shout out Future still.
Salute, and Metro, of course. But make some fucking drums, nigga. Yeah. Sorry, I love you. But we haven't even spoke about nothing that happened yesterday. All right, so Ish was more involved in yesterday than I was. Salute to Chris Hovers. Egos Collide was yesterday. Big success. We had a great time out there. I have a new song dropping sometime this week. I'll let y'all know next podcast when it comes out. I don't really know yet. Getting all of that worked out. But great time. Salute to Chris Hovers. Go follow him on Instagram at Chris Hovers _ But I was in the middle of doing all that, getting ready for that. Ish was locked the fuck in all day. So take it away. Explain how everything worked out, and then we'll go from there.
I'm not gonna lie. So this is probably one of the days that this is definitely a classic Twitter day.
Easy
classic Twitter day, because I think 11 a.m. Eastern, the Drake audio came out.
Yeah,
but it wasn't mixed. It wasn't mastered. It sounded a little off. So for 2 or 3 hours, niggas was like, was this AI? Is this real? Is this? So for 3 hours, nobody knew anything. And it wasn't just like regular niggas didn't know anything. Hip-hop journalists ain't know anything.
You feel me?
Rappers didn't know. Niggas was really going back and forth like, is it real? So being the investigative nigga I am, I'm like, man, if Drake really responded, the first nigga that's going to know is Ack. So Ack was like, yo, I'm going to get on stream. I was like, all right, bet. Ack is going to have that shit. So Ack was playing the fake shit on there. Drake hit this nigga. Yo, play the real one. And then the real beat come on. It's mixed. It's mastered. You can tell it's him. And he is getting off. That shit is so crazy.
Getting off.
Hold on. I think I got the gunshots. Like, that shit is nuts. And honestly, this might be the most alive hip-hop ever been. Niggas is sending MP3 links. Niggas is on streams on. It used to be you call the radio station and talk shit. Now you call up the Joe Budden pod and tell Kendrick to drop his disc, which is coming on the Joe Budden pod.
If that shit comes on Tuesday on the Joe Budden pod, we are in a different time, bro. We are in a different time.
According to Ack, I don't know if they put it in the show. Drake called that nigga and told him, "Yo, drop the disc, nigga."
Yes.
And Drake got at a lot of niggas. Kendrick, of course, Ross, Future,
Travis,
Metro, Travis,
Ja Morant.
Ja Morant caught a crazy straight. Shout out Ja Morant. Ja Morant put all them guns on IG Live to get shot at anyway by a rapper. Like, super tough. And, of course, I love a good storytelling song. You could tell us another song after. You could tell us, you heard the beat.
That beat switch was another song. That's the start of the second song for sure.
And the internet blew up.
And then we'll get to the Ross.
Yeah. And then
the Ross.
Like 2 hours later. Like 2 hours later. Legit 2 hours maybe. Ross song is out with 2 parts. And it's the most disrespectful verse. I was explaining to somebody who wasn't really locked in. I was like, Ross responded so mean. Like, it was so mean. Ross was not, but
I told you niggas, man.
I told them niggas off camera. But listen, I'm a grown man. I know when to admit that I was incorrect. This nigga, I thought Ross was gonna be free eats. I'm not gonna lie,
bro. Ross is not free eats.
The reason I thought he was gonna be free eats, because I didn't think he was like this. Well, I don't want to say this mad, but I didn't think he was gonna really jump in. Like Ross cool with Drake. Like they didn't. It's crazy because they didn't even really have beef. He just unfollowed that nigga on the wrong day type shit. Like You just happened to unfollow him the same day like that came out. So niggas thought it was beef. It escalated from there. But I didn't think Ross would be like, all right, fuck this nigga then. But
okay, gotcha.
Yeah, but yeah, Ross for sure took it there. Drake on Instagram today with his, with the fake mom text messages about his nose.
It's fake, by the way.
1,000%. But the nose is definitely fake.
That's definitely a fake nose.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's kind of weird.
Come on, we know what you are, Drake. I won't say it because we won't be able to do a show ever again.
Get that yam off your face. But what was so like... Go ahead. No. What was so like devastating from the Ross verse was like just how quickly... And it made me think about what you said with Future. It was like, oh yeah, they know you not a real nigga.
Hello.
I said, oh yeah, they know you're not a real nigga, Drake.
Hello.
They know. And that's the thing. Like, niggas like, oh yeah, Drake bigger than Ross. For sure. Bigger than Ross.
Of course.
But Ross was big before Drake was big.
Hello.
Ross know what Drake really look like.
Hello.
Ross know what them like. Ross really know what he talking about.
Hello.
Like,
Ross did not meet Drake in 2018 when he had money.
Yeah, like he knew Drake when he was a little white boy.
Look, all right. My perspective before we dive into the two songs. I went to go see Civil War yesterday because my mind is somewhere else.
You physically went to go see Civil War?
The new movie that came out. Yes.
Oh, I thought you meant
not the Avengers.
I thought you
Civil
meant
War.
Avengers.
No. There's a movie called Civil War out.
I know what you're talking
Shorty
about.
from
The American one.
Yes.
Yeah,
So they have a movie out. I'm about to go on a quick tangent. They have a movie out on Netflix called The Harder They Fall. No, it's not The Harder They Fall. It's called something. And then Marshall Ali is in it. That's how I know about it. And basically the movie, Kevin Bacon is in it as well. Basically the movie goes into America shutting down.
Right.
Like
type shit.
The banks shut down.
Yeah.
The internet shuts down. Everything shuts down, and nobody figures out why. Turns out it's a foreign national, hacked the security, got our nuclear codes. Shit went bad, and everybody was fiending for themselves, and it was kind of a movie depicting that reality for America. But it was very, very realistic.
Yeah, thorough.
So I saw this Civil War movie, and I was like, nah, y'all, see, y'all think I'm stupid.
Yeah.
They're not putting these movies out for no reason.
Right.
I'm not going to do that today, but they're not putting these movies out for no reason. So I went to go see the Civil War movie. So, phenomenal fucking movie. If you don't like gory stuff, if you are not into if you're not into very, like, gory movies and long movies and hard, it was a hard watch, but it was phenomenal acting, phenomenal movie, great story. But, hey, go see the movie. Think for yourself, but I promise it's not a coincidence. Anyways, in the movie is turning on, and the Drake disc comes out. I turn to Taylor, and I'm like, guess what, bro? Drake just dropped the second this movie starts. Yeah. She's like, you're lying. And I said, no, but nobody knows if it's AI. Right. They should know by the end of the movie, so I'll be okay. Mm-hmm. I get out the movie, nobody still knows.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. It's been 2 hours.
Academics didn't know.
Academics still didn't know, because I felt the same way. I was like, Ak is going to be the first person to know if it's real or not. I then go home, get settled, boom, 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 roll up a little bit, and as soon as that happens, Barry sent the stream and was like, Ak got the real version. Mm-hmm. And I clicked on it, and Ak was playing it through the second time. And last week we spoke about, I know how we feel about him now, but in hindsight, it's 2020, of course. When the disc came out with JCOLE, we spoke about how it was so lackluster because of the conviction in his voice.
Yeah, like he didn't believe it.
And that is almost what happened with Drake before the original version came out. Yeah. He just didn't, like, it didn't sound mean enough, arrogant enough, disgusting enough. Yeah. And I said that when I was like, I don't know if it's real, because that don't sound like the intro, outro. It was like, it just wasn't Drake enough for me. The personality of Drake just wasn't there enough. And then as soon as you hear the real version, you hear exactly what I need when you hear a diss song. You need disgust, arrogance. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you niggas? Right. 20 verses, when y'all niggas clicking, it's that bad?
Who the fuck y'all talking
to? Who the fuck are y'all niggas talking to? Like,
and you gotta listen, it's so many like little, just to break down the Drake song a little more. Like, it's so many little like nuances to beef and argument. It's like, I know you not laughing, nigga. Like, I just hit your BM. Bro. I know you not laughing, Travis. I ain't not. Oh, y'all was on the stage. That's cute. That was cool. All right, y'all lit. But listen, if she start talking, it's like, oh yeah, John Morant, you said something, I got something for you too, nigga. Like, and that's for everybody.
And that's what I love about Drake is, all right, I said last week as well, Drake can't come out with a warning shot. Yeah. But to me, this is a warning shot plus. Yeah. Because you shot at 7 niggas. Right. So it's different. Kendrick, I do understand if you're Drake, and because he is Drake and he is the one in this, he knows Kendrick has said certain things. Yeah. He has said certain things to Kendrick. So in his eyes, We've just been jabbing, and as he said on his verse, like that ain't shit to him.
Right.
And it shouldn't be. If I'm Drake, like that isn't shit to me.
Right.
So I'm not jumping off the porch until you ready to jump off the porch.
Yeah.
I like him putting the ball in Kendrick court. Like, I'm going to drop some shit to where we can call this a tie. We can say I won, but not many people is going to say you outright got a better song than me because I dropped a 4-minute song, you got a verse.
Right.
So I think Drake played this situation perfectly, especially by adding 6 other niggas to the diss track.
I think, especially in the position Drake was in with how many people he had to diss, this was probably... I am definitely giving him a pass as the warning shot guy. Like, I was so mad at Cole for this for his shit being a warning shot. I don't think Drake's shit was a warning shot. I really think it's just 4 minutes. Like, there's only so much time for me to get at you niggas. It's like 30. But I think it was like some, all right, get y'all niggas off me. And at the end, listen, drop that shit. It's like, all right, I'm going to talk about Kendrick in the beginning. I'm going to feel it. I'm going to get the rest of you niggas out of here. But at the end, me and you, it's still up, my nigga. Like, all right, I got rid of them. Big dog's time now. Main event time.
And that is what makes the Ross factor so interesting.
Yeah.
Because when the song first dropped, my first thought was, okay, he don't really want no problems with Future.
Yeah.
He was like, the Future shit is cool. We gonna throw a shot back and forth.
Right.
He know Future, as I think we both said this. I was like, Future not getting on 4 minutes and rapping about Drake.
Yeah, he not.
Future
he not
got
getting
too many bitches, too much money. He don't
Right.
give a fuck about this shit that much. Future don't even go on tour. What makes you think he finna,
Yeah,
he
right.
finna rap beef, dog? Who gives a fuck? So he threw his shots back at Future, whatever. The Ross, it sounded like he thought what you thought.
Yeah. It's bad,
Bro,
it's
like,
bad timing.
It's bad timing.
Yeah.
I love you.
Yeah.
You love me.
Right.
We got a history. It's never gonna be no real beef.
You literally told him, stay out my business.
You not exactly.
Yeah.
It was a very, very nice jab. Where is it? Let me see if I can find it real quick. It was a very, very nice jab. And I like Drake going at Ross in that way, like talking about his baby mama. Yeah. Of course, he's gonna say, "I gave you all the hits."
Yeah.
And
spend your little check. Mind your business, nigga.
Exactly. Spend your little check. Mind your business.
Yeah.
And I think he thought that was enough to get Ross just to be like, "Ha, do what he did originally, just laugh on Instagram, chill out, and maybe send a shot in a verse later this summer and not really paying any attention." But Ross said, "Hey, nigga, do you know I beef for 50 Cent?"
I ain't gonna lie, Ross the type of friends you gotta love, man.
Hey Ross, hey, you know you fuck with my homeboy?
Yeah.
Hey, bro, you know I've been doing this shit 05. Like, I came up when niggas was really outside killing each other. Yeah, when niggas was coming into the radio station and getting in shootouts outside the radio station. Yeah. You know I come from that. Yeah. You not just about to play with my name. Even if I fuck with you, I'ma love you after this. He told Stun on Idols Before Light, I love you, nigga.
I just heard it. I literally just heard it.
I love you, nigga. This ain't got, I don't got nothing to do. I respect you, I love you, but nah. Yeah. Who the fuck you think you?
Yeah, who you talking to?
Nigga, I'm from, I'm from.
Biggest boss.
I'm the big, like, have you seen my house? The fuck is, I paid $50 million for, are you crazy? You ain't, so.
He said, you richer than me, $50 million house. Where you want me to stay? Like, that's such a crazy response to a nigga say you richer than me. It's like, yeah, you richer than me, but it's not another level of rich. It's not another house I'm gonna go to. Like, I had the best house in Miami. It's not like there's another Miami for me to move to, nigga. Like,
I got the best house in Miami, best house in Atlanta. Like, what you want me to do, player? The fuck? And that's where I think it gets tricky for Drake a little bit is, all right, is Ross really finna go to war with me too? Because it's like, I think I got Future out the way. I know Travis isn't responding. Right. And I'm prepared for Kendrick. Yeah. But like, do I have to do this with Ross as well too? Or do I just loop Ross in with my Kendrick this too? And really make hurt Ross' feelings and see if he responds and then go from there. How would you approach that? Because that's tough. Because again, as you said, we haven't even gotten to the lyrics of either one of these diss records. Ross is talking like, nigga, you can't do this with me. We watched you grow up.
I'm gonna do something that the early fans of this show is gonna find fucking hilarious. So what caused Hitler World War II? Shout out to the early fans. What caused Hitler World War II was that he split his army.
This is a very good point, though.
He split his armies. Mm-hmm. Instead of focusing on one and taking that, he tried to split his armies. I think it was Russia. I can't remember the other country he was trying to fight. And because the armies were split, they weren't strong enough to keep moving. I ain't gonna lie. I love Ross to death, and Ross gonna do whatever he want. You can't split that up. It's got to be one at a time. It's got to be one at a time because what you don't want is unless you're gonna make the song 7 minutes type shit, and that's cool. But if we're gonna do 5-6 minutes, that 6 minutes need to be for the nigga who's been waiting 10 years to jump at you. Because what you don't want to do is like, okay, I gotta respond to Ross right now. Let's respond to Ross. Let's respond to Kendrick, and Kendrick get on some other shit that you really gotta handle. Because that is probably the biggest monkey wrench with this Ross thing is like, yeah, you got a real problem. And Kendrick hasn't even dropped yet.
Yeah.
Like, Kendrick hasn't dropped yet. Like, you still don't even know how bad this shit can get. Niggas talking about your fake abs and your nose and shit. Like, you wearing that goofy shit on tour.
You wearing that goofy shit on tour. You can't hide it no more, nigga. Ross is crazy, bro. He's a maniac.
Yo. He was like, but you're white. You're white though, right? Like,
he was like, you was just excited to be around us, white boy. You was just excited to see them straps, white boy.
Yo.
Now you talking like you.
And the thing is, and the reason I say that, and I gotta salute to Drake. I said this when niggas was trying to figure out what is AI. I thought it was AI for sure.
I did too.
But
I don't trust anything. So
that's the thing.
I'm not the best source to ask.
I be seeing people in person. Be like, yo, that's an AI. Like, I be seeing people be like, that's a computer. Like, PC. But I was like, would Drake say another nigga wife name on wax? Like, again? Like, you would do that twice? Like, you would have like nobody in the studio was like, yo, you did this one.
I think he did it on purpose ish.
I've
been very excited to talk to you about this.
Bro, I really hope it's like a he trying to bait Kendrick type shit.
There you go. To my point about Ross, real quick, I asked Ish if how he thinks Drake should attack Ross, if he should attack him. I agree with Ross. I agree with Ish. You have to wait until what Kendrick does. I do firmly believe that. You have to see what Kendrick is doing first, because if Kendrick comes with a insane jab that is like, oh, that's like bigger than this. Like yesterday was one of the biggest moments of rap in the past 5-6 years.
Yeah.
If he drops tonight or tomorrow and
it's a nuke,
calls another nuke, another 12-hour, where's the podcast? Somebody talk. Blah, 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 blah. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Where it's all of that active live streaming and all of that. Yeah. Maybe you just focus on Kendrick for right now. Yeah. Because where you have the plus in the Ross shit is like, yeah, okay, we can say Ross got you. We can say Ross may have the hardest song right now. I'm cool with all those things. But you have always spoke about the admiration you have for Ross. You have always, y'all niggas, we know what YMCMB, MMG was. We know what y'all did together. So we can always chalk that up to you got too much respect to him for him to really go with him. Yeah. We can always chalk that up to that. It would be like if Hov was still rapping, came out and shot at Wayne, and Wayne never really responded because he got it. It just makes sense. Same thing. Kanye shoot at somebody, and Kanye shoot at Travis, and Travis don't. It's just like that's my dog. Yeah, so he has that benefit of the doubt with Ross. With Kendrick, it's none of that. It's none of that. So miss. I think you gotta just focus on Kendrick. Unless he has already been so focused on Kendrick, I can go write this shit to Ross in a couple seconds, and add that. And like you said, take this shit from 4 minutes to 6 minutes, 6.5 minutes, and we'll just knock all this shit out of one park, and y'all niggas know really who the boy is. Yeah. I wouldn't do that unless I really got a kill shot for Ross, because I firmly believe the only way Drake can lose this is if we get to how Drake is a bitch. Yeah. And I'm not saying Drake is a bitch. I don't know Drake. Drake is not a bitch. But I'm saying in rap terms, he's not a real nigga. He's a bitch.
We damn near almost there.
He's a white boy.
He called Rick Ross racist on Instagram this morning. You know what they saying.
Like, listen.
You know what they saying about that verse.
Listen.
White boy.
Listen. So if we can paint Drake in that picture, then he can lose. Yep. And I think the only person that can really do that and make it believable is Future and Ross. And I don't think Future's going to do it. So it's Ross. I think Kendrick's ammo, I don't know what the fuck Kendrick's ammo is, and Ross might have just took it.
I ain't gonna lie. I really sat down this morning because I thought I had the same thoughts. It's so much shit, dog. It's so much And this is, we can transition into like just breaking down Drake diss
Yes,
more.
let's go. I got
like,
the lyrics pulled up and shit too.
Just in response to what Drake is saying, it's so much for Kendrick to talk about. You get more love than me in my city. Nigga, you got booed off Tyler the Creator stage. You talking about my deal. You were signed to a nigga that signed to 3 niggas that signed to a label. Like, it's so much shit he could really get at. Like, you talking about my wife. And the Top Dog angle, I thought was, I ain't gonna lie, that shit is so catchy. Like,
Drake is that guy. He's that guy.
That shit is so. I love it. I love it dropping.
You can play that in a club and everybody can be okay.
Dropping in video. I love that shit. And I like the idea of it, but it's like the label, like you're the label guy. Like don't like Jay Prince in the room with you. Like he pointed at you right now type shit. Like shades on. Like he like. I think it'll be a lot of everything about you fake type shit. Like, and I think that's why they keep saying like the Drake diss from Kendrick is like nuclear da da da, because I think it's really dissecting him type shit. Mm-hmm. I think it's a breakdown of everything we know about Drake is not actually who he is anymore. Like the Drake that people talk about, the old Drake, the nothing was the same to take care of Drake, all that Drake, the Drake that even Kendrick knew, that nigga is a completely different person 10 years from now. Post liposuction, post nose change, post changing who you hanging with. You used to be around all these real niggas. Now you're around all these teenagers. Like, it's so much Kendrick so much latitude. I will say the nose job shit might have bit in the Kendrick bag a little bit. I think it was. But I think it's still a Michael Jackson nose bar coming somewhere, which would be hard. Shout out to Kendrick. But nah, I think it's hella shit. I think it's hella shit because Ross really took it from like you a lame ass nigga and I know type shit.
And where Kendrick, what I'm really asking, and it's not for you to answer, you can't answer, right. is like, what is nuclear about it? That is really what I'm trying to see in how I can paint as a nuke. Because of course we can say these things.
And the last one, like
what? Oh, I don't think he's gonna touch that.
I'm telling you, he gonna call him a pedophile.
Not that. Oh, I thought you were talking about the J word. Okay.
No. I think
Yeah. I was about to say, I don't think nobody's gonna touch that.
Crazy. Which one you can But I really think he's gonna call him a pedophile.
1,000%. Okay. I can see. I don't think that's gonna happen either. Because of the music industry's history. I just don't think that's gonna happen. I saw somebody tweet that yesterday, and because I was gonna come here and talk to you about that, and I was like, I think that's a really good point. It's just about how the music industry is so pedophilic and weird. Like it's hard to point at that because it applies to everybody. But let's get off of that because we don't know these people. But you're never wrong. Kendrick though. How the beauty in what Kendrick is and the rapper and artist he is his voice inflection. Yeah. And how he is able to. Did you see how he pronounced those T's on tattoos?
Yeah.
That's something that
I got so T's with me.
That's so subtle, but it makes such a difference in a verse. Yeah. Did you hear how he was saying fuck and bum? Like the inflection and how he raps is really what can hurt Drake. And that is what I'm so interested in, because in order to have a nuke, there is a nuke section of the diss. Yep. And I wonder what it is, how he's going to go about it, and how he delivers it. Yeah. So it's not really for us to answer. It's really just speculation as we wait for it. But let's get to the Drake diss. I was so impressed with Drake because Drake has done this a lot. Yeah. He's been in a lot of battles. He's been battle tested.
I'm telling you, I was and I didn't mean to cut you off, but because we're gonna keep going on dissecting this song. But I was driving here, I was like, man, Drake gonna go down the most diss rapper ever.
Dead ass, bro. He is always getting diss, always throwing shots, and the way he's able to consistently deliver really, really, really good diss records is impressive, because in order to keep delivering diss records, you got to keep saying new shit. Yeah. If Drake just kept talking about I'm bigger than you, nobody would give a fuck.
Right.
He can always say, if he got you multiple or a couple number ones, he can always say your biggest records with me, but he got to hit something else. Yeah. So I I saw a lot of people talking about how you big stepping with a size 7 jeans on.
Yeah, that
Or a
was
size 7 men's.
Yeah, I wasn't fucking with that.
I was. Really? Because you gotta joke. Like you gotta Drake is funny. Yeah. Like that's a part of Drake. So I think your diss records have to be a reflection of you and who you're battling. This is more friendly than Pusha T. With Pusha T, it was no jokes. Yeah. With the Meek Mill, it was a little playful banter in there. It was some
jokes. He said, "Hey, there's no malice in your heart. You an approachable dude."
Yeah, see, like he's a funny, like the little witty shit he says is funny, and I think that is just a little funny jab, like to let you know, like I'm playful, I'm wordy. How you big step? How the fuck you big stepping with a size 7 men's on? I like that. Yeah. But what I really wanted to get to was the part about
splits,
the splits. The Maroon 5, the Swifties,
no, that shit is so funny.
SZA knocking him out of the big three. That little section,
that shit is so funny, bro.
I was like, yeah, that's funny. Okay, so I understand your point about, all right, he was on Cash Money, and we saw what happened to Lil Wayne, but he got out of the deal. And he's been out of the deal for 6 years.
Listen.
That's his thing. Hey, Kendrick's last album was on that deal.
Hey, Birdman said we always in business with Drake. We always
don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. Cash Money's still seeing something.
No, for sure.
Birdman is an evil genius. Don't get me wrong.
But Kendrick's label shit was much quieter.
Much quieter.
Way quieter.
And I think that's why it's such a good angle to go from, because it's like my shit has been brought to the forefront. Right. So it's like you just gonna say what Pusha T says again, and that's why I think it works for Drake, is because he knows he can't really dive into this angle for real because Pusha T already did it.
Right. I definitely like it. That little section where he where it's like Top telling him to do this shit, like Maroon 5 need a verse, gotta make it witty. Like
Maroon 5 need a verse, better make it witty. Then we need a verse for the Swifties. Top, we better drop and give him 50.
Yeah. And he joked about him doing the Super Bowl, better do this show up in the city. Like it was, I that section I really liked. Mm-hmm. But this is kind of the cheating shit that Kendrick and them are doing, because we're gonna talk about a little bit in a second, like the disses that were on We Still Don't Trust You. But I'm not sure if the leak was their camp, because that's what Axe said on his stream, and that was kind of the quietest thing that I didn't see on Twitter anywhere, was when he was trying to figure out, was the diss real? The first thing it showed me was he was not ready, thinking the diss was coming today, because Axe would have known.
I agree.
And then he had to wait to get the real version. And then he also said, if I was a nigga ready to jump out the window on Drake for the last 10 years, and he just won't do it, if I got the leak and I got the bad leak too, Kendrick know what that shit sound, or whoever leaked it, they know what that shit sounded like. They know it wasn't finished. They know the beat sounded weird. They know it wasn't mastered. Fam, we could put this shit out right now, and I just go because of it, because he was talking shit type shit.
There is not a single doubt in my mind that Kendrick Lamar would leak that song. Not him specifically, but Kendrick Lamar can't 100% leak that Drake song to make Drake release this record, because they are ready to jump off the porch. Yeah. I 100% believe that. Yeah. Nobody from Drake's camp got that song and leaked it. I promise you they did not. That was Kendrick's team. That was a little war tactic. We know you may not be ready. We know you may be waiting for somebody else to respond. Just let the weekend pass over. Let Future's album breathe a little bit. Future dropped a fucking album. I forgot about that.
Crazy album, too.
Crazy album. We'll get to that.
Crazy album.
I know you waiting on all that. We gonna drop this record and turn this shit up right now and see if you really ready to respond. And salute to Drake's engineers, because they got this shit ready. They got this shit ready.
Oh God, they got that shit ready. But especially after the night before, the weekend sent you very specific bars about leaks in your operation.
And then Ross said the same thing with his diss song.
Literally. And listen, shout out to the niggas know how much I love the Weeknd. Fuck Usher. Weeknd better than him type shit.
Whoa.
Usher ain't never
hold up.
Throw no punches in no rap beat.
Hold up. But hey. Usher. I did not say that.
I'm kidding.
That's
Usher.
Ish from on Twitter.
I'm kidding, Usher.
In the bio, not me.
Listen,
don't go to the do you one. That I didn't say that.
I still ain't forgive what you did on the Boondocks to my nigga Tom. But All I'm gonna say
I
is,
can see if that was T.I.
I can see if that was T.I. I'd be like, damn, that's T.I. But The Weeknd sending Drake a double, triple entendre about leaks of your physical operation, that yam off your face, and the leaks in your operation of you making this diss for us.
Yes, sir.
And then the next day it leaked.
Yes, sir.
I am not a coincidence nigga.
Yes,
I am
sir.
not a coincidence.
Especially not in this industry. That shit
I'm
don't be by coincidence.
And you know who the first nigga was to respond on any social media? Anybody to have a reaction to the verse?
Who?
The Weeknd. The Weeknd was the first nigga to respond on any social media to any part of his diss. The diss leaked, and before niggas knew it was real, he had already responded on Instagram with a meme.
He did. You're right.
He was the first nigga. So I definitely don't think it's a coincidence. I 1000% believe it was a calculated move to get this nigga out the house. But the reason I said it earlier is it feels like they're cheating because so many niggas started dissing Drake. He kind of had to make the whole song. But it's turn-based war in rap beef. It's your turn, my turn. So no matter what, unless he gonna drop in the next couple of hours, the next voice we gonna hear is Kendrick's.
Yes, sir.
And you only put 8 bars out. Like you did, like outside of the chorus, like this Swifties part, like that should have been the whole song. You need to keep going. We need a Kendrick section. We need something that's like, oh yeah, we're here type shit. Now I will say
the part about his baby mama after that.
Yeah. And I will say the end of that song, which I think he's talking about. I think he's about to start talking about A$AP Rocky and Rihanna. But I think the other half of that song is probably all Kendrick. And if that is the case, then I think he's navigated this almost as well as you can type shit. Like, no major mistakes have been made unless he's the one who leaked that song, which I can't imagine.
The only thing I disagree with is him not attacking Kendrick enough because Kendrick split a 1-minute verse between two people.
Nah, that's a fact.
I spent a 4-minute song in between 6 people. So it mathematically, it kind of works out.
No, he definitely, especially compared to like that and what's been released so far. Like, between what's been released so far between Drake and Kendrick, I think Drake has done way more. And the bars have been hard as hell for real. But I think, like, in the context of, like, how this beef is going, Kendrick kind of, I don't want to say they're set up for success in the next round.
Right.
But when we compare him, like, unless he's going to drop again, which, of course, is 1,000% possible and 1,000% likely. But in the time it takes for him to drop again, it'll be, we're going to compare like that, this song, and then whatever Kendrick's going to drop next.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. If I'm Drake, so you be Drake, you be Kendrick, I'll be Drake. Yeah. You drop the nuke.
Right.
If I'm Drake, I am assuming Drake listens to the nuke, goes back to his song, adds 2 things to respond to. Yeah. But if I'm Drake and I responded this way, I have to believe I have the nuke already.
Right.
I have the nuke prepared and ready to go. That is exactly how we felt about Kendrick when he dropped Like That.
Exactly.
When Like That came out, I was like, "It's no way you just dissed the 2 best rappers in the world without a plan after this. You didn't just leave after the studio. Right. You wrote 2 or 3 more songs, a hook, something. Yeah, there's something down, and that's how I feel about Drake. Where I will agree is, if Kendrick drops a real fucking nuke that stops time, like yesterday did, Drake will need to respond within 36 hours.
Yeah,
and that's the issue. Is you can't wait 3 days or this will look bad.
Yeah. No, 1,000%. And the reason, and I think to like condense it now, like the reason I think the niggas were kind of cheating is because what we both said and what you just said is like, okay, when Kendrick dropped Like That, it was like a 60% chance that first Drake verse was going to be the nuke. Mm-hmm. It was like 50-50, like, all right, Drake might get up and bomb this nigga.
Yes.
Like, we are outside. We are not jabbing, but so many niggas jumped in.
I do think that
I have to respond to these niggas first. It's like he had a little layer of, man, if it was just Kendrick and Drake.
Maybe.
this might have been the nuke.
Right.
But because there's so many other niggas, I gotta waste my time responding to y'all. Now it's back on Kendrick, and I only got 8. Like the screenshot came out, like, yo, was that everything? Did you push the red button? Like, no, not even close. Like, of course not. Wasn't enough time on there.
Of course not.
It was too many people I gotta talk to.
Back to Drake's verse. Hey, look, Drake, I love you. 21 Savage is not bigger than Kendrick Lamar. Let's stop it.
Yeah, listen, shout out 21 Savage.
The Travis, I was cool with. The
Yeah,
SZA, I was cool with.
Shout out 21 and SZA.
You can make reasonable arguments for Travis and SZA, but the 21, I was like, all right, I know you love to do, but let's be for real. but after that, like your label boy, you in a scope right now, and you gonna feel the aftermath of what I write down. I'm at the top of the mountain, so to talk to you, I'm at the top of the mountain, so you tight now, just to have to talk with your ass. I had to hike down. Big difference between Mike then and Mike now.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna take that. You know what? I'm gonna take that whole point back. I'm gonna take that whole point back. Because
that's crazy.
Then he said, "What's a prince to a king?
What's a prince to a king?
That's
a son, nigga.
Like,
that's crazy. That's how you flip a fucking bar, dog."
So the Kendrick song is on the way out. That is the word on Twitter right now. Maul is posting memes. Daylight is posting tweets. Maul just posted the red button World War III meme. So the Kendrick song probably will be out by the time this episode is
So I'm praying to God that song comes out in the next 45 minutes.
Yeah,
so we can stop this and listen
I ain't
to
gonna
it.
lie. I'm going right up the street. I'll come right back.
We'll come right back. We'll come back and record 12 minutes.
I ain't got shit to do.
Dead ass.
But you know what? I'll take that back. I want to give Drake 1,000% props because I niggas say I hate Drake. And, I'm rooting on Drake to lose because I'm for sure rooting on Drake to lose. But I think he has handled this as good as you can in his situation.
Agreed.
Like every step from how he structured the song, how he talking to niggas in the song, how all of the song isn't just this. Some of that shit is I'm still Drake. I'm still getting off. I still got the crazy flows. I like it all. And it is set a kind of rest of y'all niggas shut the fuck up type of tone. That's what I like. Like, that's why I love the Travis bar at the end. That's why I think he start this next song talking about Riri. I think early in the song when he talking about like everybody else is like, yeah, all right, cool. Rest of y'all niggas shut up. Let this nigga talk. Ross responded because you're not playing Ross' name, but the rest of you niggas, shut up. I'm locked in.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And then what I love, and I'm going through the jabs of just everybody he spoke to, because what I liked about the Drake jabs, other than the Savage part, everything he said was true. Yeah. The part where claim the 6 you boys didn't even come from it, talking to the weekend, you boys got rich, you had to run from it, Cash Boy in a bell bag, out here tricking. Shit we do for bitches, he doing for niggas. Jets, whips, chains, wicked.
The wicked?
That nigga is that's crazy. That's crazy.
Hello? Dog.
I know what good rap is.
No. He said
that is good rap.
No. I started that part of the verse over. He said, wicked. I was whoa, nigga. Like,
we ain't just gonna slide past that.
Yeah,
that nigga's crazy. Like
that shit was hard.
Fuck. And then you spin it. You trying to folk, boy. You tripping. Call it a nigga. Yeah. And that's the thing about Drake. Like you said, they weren't really jabs, and it was like, what's between a knockout punch and a jab? Whatever that is.
That's a straight right. He threw a bunch of straight rights.
Like some heavy hitting punches. Like they were definitely more than jabs, because like Ish said, bro, this is a lot of, unless you Ross and you just don't give a fuck and you gonna jump up that porch, because the image you have built, Drake can't really tear down, if we being honest. Like, he can just call you fat, maybe say you did some broke, you ain't as rich as you say, but it's like, nigga, I got to, like, look at my house. Like, who cares? And Ross, you say Ross not as rich as he is, he's just going to laugh and somehow prove he is. Like, he got a jet with his name on it.
He on a ranch.
He has a jet with his name on it.
Yeah,
like,
we don't know what type of ranch that nigga, no what type of bread that nigga sitting on. Like,
he got buffalo, dog.
Yeah, he got cows and shit outside.
Like, come on, bro. We don't know nothing about Ross.
And if I'm Ross, I survived a beef with 50.
Again.
Like, I made it out the other end.
That's
of
the
50,
biggest.
bro.
That's the biggest part of this.
Yeah, like.
Oh, poor DJ Khaled.
Poor DJ Khaled.
Poor
bro.
DJ Khaled.
And I will say this: what I like the most about the song is like, yeah, he telling niggas to shut the fuck up, but it's like when you getting jumped, like if for any nigga that's like ever been jumped or like made it out the other than jumping or like people had like the little videos like the Michigan nigga like how to get jumped or whatever, either you gotta start putting niggas down immediately or you just can't get in the middle.
Exactly.
Drake started putting niggas down immediately. That is what he's doing right. That is what that whole first song is. Yes. The whole first song is bink, 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 and whoever's still standing, that's who I'm gonna talk to.
Exactly.
Whoever really wanted, and I hate I'm gonna shoot J. Cole a little bail, but like I do. It's like it was like, yo, it's really finna go there, Cole. Like is that for me, especially hearing this Drake song, the Cole apology sounds so much different.
All right, we can take 3 minutes for Cole real quick.
Okay.
I'm going to say a mature answer for Cole.
Okay.
And a rap answer for Cole.
Bet.
The mature answer for Cole is Cole absolutely did the right thing for him and his mental health
and his family,
his fans, North Carolina. He did the right thing for himself, and that's all you can ever ask a man to do. What he did was some grown man shit, and that's why I'm not gonna make fun of him too much. For some rap shit, it's some sucker shit, it's some hoe shit, it's some lame shit. If we on rap time, but on grown man time, that's some real nigga shit he did. Going up on stage in front of literally the world, fuck the fans. It's your fans, the world, knowing the energy, the negativity that is in the air, knowing a lot of niggas came to this festival hoping you was gonna perform that shit with a little more conviction in your voice. Fuck Kendrick, all that. We thought we was gonna get that with your crew on this stage, like this a rap Civil War for real. Some niggas
was looking
Drake.
Niggas looking for Summer Jam.
Niggas was looking for Drake to come out, and them niggas really get to it. Like it was a big deal. So for you to come up there, stop that energy, and say your piece in the way you did and really mean that shit, because you could tell in his voice, he meant every word he said. He was not lying. He wasn't lying. None of that was false. So I respect that. I always respect a man doing a grown man shit. But on some rap time, and that's some whole shit, dog. Like, what in the fuck would you get up there and apologize for when you could just shut the fuck up? That's the whole thing behind my thing. My thing with J. Cole is like, I get you ain't wanna, I get you didn't wanna take it there. And you didn't want nobody talking about your family, your mama. You didn't want nobody doing none of that shit. And because that's going to fuck up your peace. I get that. But my nigga, just shut the fuck up and send Top Dog a text message to Kendrick. Send him a FaceTime voicemail. Be like, yo, my bad, bro. Didn't really mean it. You a good rapper. Love like that. And get out the way. I don't understand why you had to go tell the fucking world I'm sorry.
Yeah, so that's my biggest problem with it. Because I really want to shoot you some bail. Because you're right. You're right. You're not cut out for this type shit.
No.
And that's okay.
That's so okay.
It's cool. It's some niggas that come to the gym, we just want to hoop. Niggas just want to get their shots.
Yep.
Niggas just want to, I'm here for cardio. I just love the game. But the difference is, like, I forget I was talking about J. Cole music not hitting the same. And I was like, J. Cole cool. He just not the friend you can go hoop with. Like, we go to a movie.
Type shit.
We go to a
type
restaurant.
Shit.
Like,
type shit.
But when the guys go hoop, I don't know if I want to bring you type shit.
Type shit.
Because if niggas start scrapping and you, word to Pusha T, if you run, I'm going to hate you.
Right.
And I think that's where he is with Drake. My biggest problem
so I'm not even
is,
going to put you in that position.
And I don't want to put you in because I don't want to hate you.
Exactly.
But my biggest thing is you didn't have to say anything. Like, for real. Like Daniel said, you could have shut up. You know Kendrick Lamar. You 1000% could have hit him like, yo, I was just rapping like that.
You could have hit him, punch. It's so many people you could have got.
I was just rapping. But the thing is, you got out of your body and still went there. You still jumped outside. Now, you dropped that song thinking, oh yeah, this is rap competition. And during that week,
somebody called him.
Somebody called you.
And said, this is not rap.
Joe Budden got on the line and said, yo, you should hear this. Yo, you should hear what this nigga's saying. Like, this nigga's not talking about rap shit right now. Like, and I would bet my bottom dollar, the nigga he talking about, my dog said, how did he start 7-minute drill?
My dog said somebody dissing.
No. Said my dog's ready to get it or some shit.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, I bet my bottom dollar he talking about Drake. I bet my bottom dollar he talking about Drake. And I think that is why he jumped out the window so quickly. Because they were on tour together. And he saw, oh yeah, okay. This is going somewhere. Like, Drake wasn't gonna let this sit there. Like, he is ready to go. Hold on, I want to make sure I get
My
that.
dog say the word he on bullshit.
Yeah, he itching.
Don't put on so much work in the streets. He got pension. I told him chill out how I look, having henchmen. If he shots get the popping, I'm the one doing the clinching. Fuck you, J. Cole. Fuck you, dog.
You know what those bars tell me? That Drake heard that shit. He said, you want me? I got him. What's good? We get it up right now. I'll go get that nigga right now.
Type shit.
And J. Cole was like, nah, I got him too.
Type shit.
I'm not.
Type shit. Great point.
But
Great
that's
point.
not the case. The shit niggas doing out here, J. Cole, ain't got nothing to do with you rapping.
Nope.
That's why you came out there talking about his albums and shit. Good song. I loved it. The whole idea, copy and take over. You got your festival the next week. I think if Drake and Kendrick don't have this audacity, not audacity, like this animosity, J. Cole probably still in the beef. It's probably go a whole different way. But you still shot at me, bro. And like that, and we haven't really talked about that from Kendrick's angle because, Drake Drake's gonna have to respond to Ross.
Of course.
Now that, it was before you apologize, he gotta respond to Kendrick. I don't gotta respond to you no more. If I really want to, I could throw 8 bars on that bitch. For just you, or I could give you and Drake 8 bars together, and at the end, make sure don't say nothing else. And that's it. Instead of me having to get right with you for real and make a real song for you.
Yeah.
So now I get to skip that process. Now it's straight to your boy. Mm-hmm. That's why I don't like it personally. Fam, you started this. And now you just gonna leave me out here. You started this, my nigga. And now I'm just out here by myself, 1 versus 20. I hate that nigga, bro. I hate that nigga, bro.
Yeah, I
nigga fake cheating on his wife and shit.
I should
get in the field.
I try to I'm trying to look past it, but it is making it very hard because on 7 Minute Drill, on every feature he's had, on the
rest of the album,
on the off season,
the rest of the album, Sticks and Stones.
Oh, I said 7 Minute Drill. I meant on Might Delete Later.
Yeah.
On the rest of Might Delete Later, the whole entire album is Don't Say My Fucking Name. I'm the best. You can't fuck with me. I'm that guy. I'm him. I'm this. I'm that. My nigga. You cannot be the best if when the best call you out, you fold and apologize. Yeah. It's that simple. It's simply that simple.
And then you can't double down on the apology. Please, big bro. I ain't never say I was like that. Please, big bro. I'm not tough.
Please. Don't y'all think he's so good?
Yeah. He said, yo, raise your hand right now if you look at your...
Yo, raise your hand.
Yo.
We in school.
Fam.
Raise your hand, y'all.
Apologize is one thing. You was out there dick eating this nigga, fam. And we probably gonna have to mute that out. But it's no other word for it. You was up there meat munching, dude. I think Kendrick one of the best rappers ever. Everybody know. Everybody know. He think you ass though. What are you
Shut up.
And then it was like a regular show episode. This nigga said, all right, let's play Love Yours. Nigga, what? You gonna play Love Yours? I can't never listen to that song ever again. Ever again. What the fuck type of Disney Channel shit is that? Listen, I wasn't at Dreamville Fest. I know a lot of niggas I was at Dreamville Fest. Shout out Dreamville Fest. Heard it was a great time. I heard Jeezy had a crazy set. I heard it was a great event.
I heard it was amazing.
If I would have heard Love Yours, I might have walked up. I would have went to a booth, got some merch. Fam, it would have ruined the vibe for me, my nigga.
They said it was like walking out of a zombie land when they left there. It was so quiet in the line.
You could hear a pin drop.
It was like you could hear a pin drop walking out of that bitch.
Dog.
You ruined your fans' day.
Fam, I came out here for this festival, for this Dreamville festival.
And you up on stage apologizing and playing love songs after.
I ain't gonna lie.
You're a fucking rapper, my nigga.
Let me ask this. Because this is we ask these little interesting questions, and this might be a little, like a TikTok short, YouTube short. Has anyone ever looked cooler in rap than Kendrick after J. Cole apologized? That 12 hours where J. Cole apologized might have been the coolest I've ever thought a rapper. J. Cole apologized oh yeah, Kendrick's the best rapper ever. This is the GOAT. Y'all niggas fear me like y'all fear God. He's so scared on this stage, bro. And then the hard part 4, y'all got till April the 7th to get y'all shit together. He apologized. Fam, niggas was on your side too, Cole. Niggas was on your side for To Pimp a Butterfly. And then, if you're gonna apologize, the least you can do is apologize in a way that keep the argument going. You got up there quoting the album. You got up there quoting. album. He said I was conflicted. I couldn't sleep. I've never seen a nigga shoot at his fans like that. That's what it felt like. He just shot at his fans. We spent all weekend arguing about this album and whether or not it's boring and whether or not if it's overrated. And the 3 days it took you to get to this concert, you clearly must have heard it again. He clearly heard it. He's up there like, man, I was really conflicted. Like, I thought he was gonna start doing this song, like misusing my influence. Like, it was. I'm telling you, no rapper has ever looked cooler than Kendrick on April 7th.
I can't argue. I can't argue.
I was like,
that hard part 4 shit was so hard. That shit was so hard, bro.
And it kind of made me understand that the Drake shit was coming and the Kendrick shit really finna take it there, because it was like, what the fuck does J. Cole know?
What do you know, brother?
What did you hear?
What did you hear?
That scared you enough?
And I know it wasn't this shit Drake just dropped.
Nah,
I know it wasn't that. So what the fuck did you hear?
What did you hear that made you go like, you know what? Yeah,
Sorry.
Y'all niggas got this for real. Like,
my bad.
Yeah.
I'm going to take my ball and go home. I'm going to take my mic and go home.
I'm going to get on my bike. I'm going to get out of here.
I'm going to take my untied Jordans, my big-ass sweatshirts I won't take off, and I'm going to go home. I'm just so excited, bro. I really am. I think this is a little scary because we really are in a rap civil war, and we're talking about all these artists, bro. We're never getting a Drake and Ross song. We're never getting a Drake and Future song. We might not ever get a Drake and J. Cole song again. We never ever get a J. Cole and Kendrick song no more.
I think we might. J. Cole that much of a bitch right now. I think we might get a J. Cole Kendrick song.
The J. Cole and Kendrick song is a bitch. One thing I didn't finish saying is J. Cole clicking up with the niggas that is dissing Drake right now after you and Drake been running around for a year together is real lame. Yeah. Like, it's mad lame. I don't give a fuck you recorded that verse in December of 2022.
I don't care when that shit.
Do not clear the verse.
Bro.
Do not clear the verse. Why would you do that to your nigga like that? I don't understand that shit, bro. The nigga gave you y'all niggas have been running around, hopping on stages, doing concerts together. Yeah. He came to your festival last year and headline, brought Lil Wayne out at your festival. He did everything you would want a rapper friend to do for you. And the second it's time to go to war, you jump on an album with the niggas that dissed him on the #1 song 2 weeks ago. Hey, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I understand that we really love this shit. Like, they like just tweeted, pray for Canada. Like, I can't wait for this shit to come out. Oh, God. They like just tweeted, pray for Canada.
Kendrick, please, bro.
He said, you the nigga that made Rigor Mortis, right?
Please,
like,
Kendrick. Please, Kendrick. Please.
But fam, they dropped 2 albums dissing me, my nigga. Why are you with them?
Why are you talking to them?
And this is why these J. Cole niggas, bro. Like I really.
That shit is lame. That shit is lame, dog.
Because what y'all try to do is he was in the studio in February. The verse probably old. So the rollout for the album is you dissing my homie, and you didn't get the verse stopped then. You heard like that where the nigga shot at you. You still didn't get the verse pulled. You just happened to have an apology on this album about beef. And Metro was cool with that. And Metro was cool with you having the only apology on the whole album. Completely out of... He didn't even want to put you on the... You weren't even on Red Leather. The song 12 minutes now because of you. Like, because you had to apologize. It's the longest song on the album, damn near, right?
That shit is...
2 albums.
What pissed me off, the verse is crazy.
Crazy verse.
The verse, that's what makes me so angry.
The verse start crazy, too.
We can't even give a fuck.
Yeah.
Bro.
And I will say this. We talked about, like, whose careers could be, whose careers might have been affected the most.
It is.
And we really didn't, predict Cole type shit.
I didn't at all.
But, and I really mean this, but the rapper whose brand was authenticity, I don't know what this nigga's rapping about anymore. I don't know what he's rapping about anymore.
He Plaxico Burrs.
Bro,
you shot yourself, dog.
Fam.
Like, what the fuck did you do this for?
And right now, and that's the snowball effect of rap, it feel like it's all fake, bro. You say you not tough. So the body bag shit you talking in your music, I'm not going. You are married. I'm tired of the man, I might cheat on my wife shit. And you not rap tough either. So what is left for you to talk about, Cole? What is left for the fall off? What is left? You gonna call yourself the best rapper alive? After that shit, niggas not going.
No.
You gonna talk about hoes?
No.
I mean, the women do love J. Cole.
Look, if you have $100 million, you can talk about hoes.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
J. Cole sent a screenshot of him to me DMs right now. I promise you, we gonna let the whole talk.
Shots to Ruby Rose Bar. I fucked with it.
Yeah, like I'm disappointed in Cole because I had such high expectations. I came in this shit and I said J. Cole is a sleeper. I said J. Cole and Ross were my sleepers. I said it from day one. The second we heard like that and we started speculating on where this shit is going, who careers was going to be affected and all that, I said J. Cole and Ross are my two sleepers because Ross is a real nigga, a troll, a funny ass nigga, real dope boy, real trap nigga, and he a real nigga and he going to figure out how to jab and he really cut from that cloth. And I said I think J. Cole is the best rapper in the world. And because of J. Cole being the best rapper in the world, I think he is going to be the most witty. It's going to be the hardest to attack J. Cole because what you gonna say his music is boring? Or you gonna say his music is bad? It's like, sure, but like, nigga, look at my numbers, look at my sales. I'm on the stadium tour every other year. Like, who cares if you say that? So it's like the shit you really had to nuke with J. Cole, it was gonna be hard to find, and J. Cole can really fucking rap. So I thought he was at the biggest advantage, and he went in there and Plaxico Burgess shot himself in for no reason, dog. Literally just a fucking full fucking idiot ass move. I don't understand because, like you said, again, if you would have just shut the fuck up and just not responded and let Kendrick get his 8 bars off to you and just never said nothing, it would have been like, okay, J. Cole lost a rap battle to Kendrick Lamar. Oh my God, so has everybody else. But now it's just like it said, nigga, do we even believe you?
Bro.
And that's the biggest. I would argue. I don't even think this is a real argument. As a rapper, it is almost more important that we believe you than you making good music.
Easy.
You can make your music can be lackluster, but if we believe everything you're saying, you can sell records.
Hell yeah.
Your music can be amazing. Yeah. If we don't believe you,
niggas not going.
Niggas is not going. It is that simple. And now J. Cole put himself in a position where nobody's going to believe anything he has to say.
And I said, listen, we're in the chat. I said this as soon as it happened. You think Kendrick gonna forgive and forget?
Bro.
You think about, oh yeah, my fault. Okay. Oh, you took it out streaming? Oh yeah.
You still said it?
Yeah, like, okay, you took it out streaming? I bet, my bro, my bad.
10 million people heard that bitch.
He's still sending it, bro. He's still sending it. You still talked out your neck crazy about him. You still, tried to discredit his entire discography. He's still gonna get at you, my nigga. Man. You might as well lift it up. You were better off, and well, I can't even really say this 1,000%, but if you were content not saying anything else, you were better off leaving this shit up and just ignoring whatever he said. And just you said you want to take it on the chin. You would have been better off ignoring what he said, take it on the chin. Because as a man, I said what I said, nigga.
Exactly.
I didn't say your wife was ugly. I didn't go at you personally. I didn't say anything on that track that I would regret saying to a friend.
Exactly.
If y'all was arguing type shit. But I still think your music better than mine. I still think that shit was a snooze fest. I still think your last album was mid. If he would have stood on that shit and was like, all right, you said what you said, I said what I said. This wasn't real beef anyway, but I showed you I'll get outside. That's one thing. And
lastly, to get off this, because J. Cole does not deserve this much time today. If you would have kind of exactly what you were saying, if you would have just got on the stage and said, yo, I stand behind all that shit, but I'm taking myself out of this. Yeah. I'm taking myself out of this. This shit not even for me. It don't sit right in my spirit. That shit staying up. It's still. I got Drake Drizzy back. If he really need to tag me in, he know I'm ready. But I'm stepping out of this and just let Kendrick send his shot and get out of there. Same thing. Yeah. But it's you said sorry.
Yeah.
And then play Love Yours after. Okay. Yeah. Back to Drake. Back to
some real niggas.
Back to some real niggas, dog. All right, so we spoke about the career path of this, and if you guys have not been following our shows, you guys should at least go listen to the parts of the show where we speak on the Drake, Future, and Ross, because they've been very, very helpful if you've been paying attention. We've predicted a lot of this and been kind of tell you where everything is going. So this is what I have. I got to ask you. Do you think we are past the territory of somebody's career being affected yet? because everybody has Ross and I'm talking about the people in this now. Ross, Future, Cole. I mean, Ross. Sorry, not Cole. Ross, Future, Drake, and Kendrick. Do you think we're past the point of their careers being affected because everybody has released a good track?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
And that's the
Scary part.
I will say as a Kendrick and I will say as the Kendrick guy, like I'm proud being a TDE nigga. Win or lose, I'm gonna choose the winning team no matter what. Y'all know that?
Yeah.
So, I still got the OVO chain. But winner, like the thing is, right now, I think now that Cole has already embarrassed himself, he lost the most.
Yeah.
The next nigga up with the most to lose, I think is Kendrick.
Wow.
I think it's Kendrick because first, like niggas said, it's been a while since you dropped. Mm-hmm. Whether or not we count, like Morale came out like 2 years ago now.
Yes, 2 years ago.
2 years ago or so, but even before that, it's been a while since you dropped.
It was 5 years.
Yeah, 5 years. And then you can't lose. Like you beat Cole, cool, but it was kind of like Cole gave up, which 1000% is a dub. That's 1000% a dub.
But it's not the dub we.
But it's not the dub we wanted. Mm-hmm. It's not the dub we've been looking for.
You didn't earn it.
Yeah, it was like an aura win.
Yeah, type shit.
Like the streets need a body.
Yeah, exactly.
And the thing is, we are at the point where it's going to be one. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a body. Mm-hmm. Don't let it be. It's been 10 years. I've been waiting for you to jump out the window, and you lose. Don't let it be. It's been 10 years. I've been trying to jump out this window. Me and 20 niggas jumped you. And I still lost.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Like, because then what's next type shit? You gonna drop an album next year? You just gonna drop an album next year? You gonna have to do something. You can't. The thing is, like, if Drake, it's kind of like, Drake been beat up a couple times. Drake lost beats before. Drake know how to lose. Like, if he lose, I'm still Drake.
And niggas have called Drake a bitch forever.
Right.
That's been a thing since Drake came out.
And Drake got a little Drake bubble. Like, I'm Drake. I'm still going to be Drake doing that shit. But if Kendrick lose, it's a hit to his mystique. It's a hit to his aura. You don't be outside. You're not in the public spotlight a lot. And Drake will never, ever stop sending you bars.
Never.
And that's the thing. Like, he sent Meek bars for 4 or 5 years. You can't let him win. And it's a reason. Listen, shout out Pusha T. It's a reason wasn't no push bars on that song. Wasn't a single push bar on that song. Because he know better. That's how you got to end this. It got to end with, don't say another fucking thing. Or we're going to keep going.
All right. I think I agree with you. I didn't have an answer to the question when I asked it. I've been over here trying to brainstorm. So when I look at Ross and Future at the bottom of this.
Yeah.
Because one, Ross is on his way out. The rap is probably his 11th source of income. So right. Ross is kind of out of that. You can, like I said, you can really just make fun of him and say shit anybody else could say, even if you don't really rap. Future, I think, is at the bottom of this because Future is so big where he's big at. You're not changing. Drake can send a nuke to Future, and it wouldn't change shit about Future.
And it's a bunch of Future fans don't even know they beefing.
They don't give a fuck.
A bunch of Future fans have no clue.
They don't give a fuck.
They don't care.
They listen to like that, like that shit is hard.
Like, they listen to like that. I was like, wow, they put Kendrick on here. Kept going.
Like, kept going. They don't give a fuck. Who the fuck is a big three? Like, why is he different Future? And so from that aspect, Future's out.
Damn,
so
you don't fuck with LeBron?
That's funny as fuck.
Damn, can I go fuck with LeBron? Like,
oh shit! But sidebar, I've been meaning to say this all show. The light pack bar is crazy. That is the light pack being a daylight.
Best bar is a light pack, nigga.
Oh, I love this rap shit.
Did you see the video of Braun and Ja Morant?
Yes. That adds a little something. All of this is crazy. All of this is so crazy.
We are watching
history.
Bro,
like,
this is real.
This is real time history.
And listen, I'm not a coincidence nigga, but I was like, I mean, Braun does that shit. Do the dunk all the time. Like, yeah, he knows that. And then, like, he was backing up. He gave that nigga, like, a little smile. Like,
he pushed him. He tapped him and pushed him. Like,
he looked at the nigga like, I know.
I know what's happening.
Like, I know you know.
Yes, I know you know. You know I know. Like, okay. But
it's the greatest ever, bro. Shout out, bro.
Salute, dog. Future Drake.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kendrick Drake. I've been torn on who can really fall off from this. And again, I have said this. A fall off for these niggas is not a fall off for everybody else. We're in a different age of entertainment.
315 first week.
Type shit. Like, we're in a different age. A fall off for Drake is 275, 315 first week.
It's like,
that's what I'm talking about.
It's like 300 first week and more mean tweets. Like, on your name.
Type shit. It's not like these niggas aren't going to be able to sell out a stadium. These niggas ain't going to be headlining festivals. Mm-hmm. It's like he said the perfect word. The mystique you give us as a rapper ties into what I was just saying about the belief and the aura we believe in you as a rapper. And if that is able to be hit and torn, then you can see the fall off start to happen. Right. It was why people were so worried about Ross when 50 brought out he was a correctional officer, because Ross's whole thing was, I'm a dope boy street nigga, boom, boom, boom. And now you was a police, apparently. We know the real situation behind that, if you care to know. If not, you just keep saying the same thing. Yeah. But I'm looking, and I really think it's Drake.
Really?
I think Drake has the most to lose because we see Drake so much. Yeah. So I kind of believe the opposite of what you're saying. Okay. Like, if Drake nukes Kendrick, we don't see Kendrick anyway. Yeah. We don't. He's just gonna make an album about how Donald Trump shouldn't be president, and we just gonna move on.
That shit gonna be hard,
and it's gonna be hard. like who cares? But with Drake, it is, we can hurt your pride, and that's what Pusha T did. But from Pusha, it was a little bit different because Pusha T was a 45, 46-year-old. Quote unquote washed up rapper. Yeah. Obviously he was not. Kendrick came in with you. Right. We've been beefing for 10 years. Yep. You kind of helped introduce Kendrick to the world. So you can kind of say you gave him a little sauce. Like I said, you've been doing this for 10 years. He's your all right, look. I'll let y'all in on something now that J. Cole is out. I be podding. It's a lot of shit I say on this podcast I don't believe. I be saying it for entertainment because me and Ish are good at arguing with each other, and I know how to argue with Ish, so I be podding. J. Cole cannot be compared to Drake and Kendrick. If he is in the big three, he is obviously the third person, and he is a step below them, if we're being honest. I do still think he is the best rapper, but I don't give a fuck about that shit no more. So, these are the best two rappers in the world, and they have been for a decade. Yep. Drake sent a nuke to Kendrick, as I said. He goes into hiding and just, all right, we'll drop an album next year and nobody will care.
Nigga, Ghana running around.
You feel me? Kendrick sent a nuke to Drake and talk about his pride, talk about his ego, talk about how he want to be black but don't want to claim to be black because he's scared of what really come with being a real nigga.
How you always argue with bitches.
And you always arguing with bitches. Yeah. And you came in around the realest niggas of real niggas, the goats of the goats, the Nickies, the Waynes, the Rosses, the Khaled's, we know them. You came in with that, and now all we see who's running around is chubs and a bunch of white boys and teenagers and little girls. Yeah. With respect. With respect, for real. But that's what we see you doing. You scared. You don't really want this shit. You talk tough because you got niggas with you that you can talk tough and they gonna do the dirty work. You scared of this life. You scared of all of this shit. Where I come from, I really survive that shit. The shit you just be talking about. Right. If I can really paint that picture and deliver it in the way that nukes your soul, and it no matter what you say back to me, it puts a stain on you where your fan base, and not the main white boy Midwest fan base, the real nigga fan base of yours starts looking at you just a little different. So as we said about J. Cole, them bars about being real and them rap bars just ain't gonna hit the same. And that can affect Drake because the angle you take to Kendrick, whatever the nuke is, it's not going to be that he can't make an album. Yeah. He's always going to be able to do that. It's not that he can rap. Kendrick don't rap about beef. Kendrick raps about real shit. Yeah. So how you affect his music and his pay, you're not going to. Yeah. You're not going to. And again, neither one of these niggas ever not going to be the sell out of stadium and all of that. But as far as his sales going down and people wanting to listen to him on a daily basis and want to be seen and heard by Drake, and the rappers wanted to be by Drake and wanting to see Drake as a real nigga and the nigga I'm going to for the feature and all of that, those days can slowly come to an end. Yeah, and Future can be that call. Kendrick can be that call.
Yeah. And I think I do agree with the downfall possibly for Drake, like what could be on the other end of this. But a lot of stuff you mentioned, like even to carry on with that, like you did not want to be the best rapper alive. I told you not to say that shit. And you started calling yourself a pop star. The OGs are on my side. Dre, Ho, Snoop, those niggas are on my side. I talked to Jay after the Control verse. He told me how one verse can fuck up the game. Jay already know. Like, you got problems with all these niggas. You got problems with all these OGs because you don't know this hip-hop life. You chose not to really be in it. Like, it's so... And that's what I think it's going to be like everything you tried to put on, we know is fake. And it's so... And I know it's got to be frustrating for Drake because they are the complete opposite antithesis of each other.
That's why I love this
shit
so much.
It's a Magic Johnson, Larry Bird type rivalry where not only are we complete opposites, we both popped at the same time. Mm-hmm. And because of that, it was inevitable from the jump that this had to happen. Because everything that Kendrick is hates you. Whether you were going to be Drake, whether y'all was going to be cool, y'all was going to be on tour, everything Kendrick rap about, the type of niggas he hate, the type of people he don't like, is you. Yeah. The fake tough niggas, the non-rap niggas, the niggas who don't write their own bars, the niggas who don't be doing their own dirt, the niggas who not really tough. Yeah. That's you. Yeah. Like, and it's crazy because, like, we talk about JCOLE or, like, any rapper having that. Like, even if you rap yourself, like, you got a caricature of niggas you be talking to. Like, y'all niggas not fucking with me. Yeah. You literally just happen to be that nigga for real. Yeah. Like, you just happen to really be that person I was talking to all this time. And now, like, man, I don't know, man. I'm really trying to stall because I know this song coming out.
I know this song is coming out in 2 hours. It's coming out within the 2 hours. If you got to come back, you got to come back.
We cut this shit off.
But that's what I'm telling you. Like, if we got to come back and do 15 minutes, we just got to come back and do 15 minutes. But I do want to get into the raw shit right before. I do want to get into the raw shit, and I do want to talk about the Future album because the Future dropped a masterpiece, bro. But a few of the Ross bars that I like. First off, Ross. I don't even think this is really up for debate. Ross is one of the 5 best beat selectors we've ever seen in rap. And Ross has, pause if need be, one of the best voices we've seen in rap. Up there with the Futures, the Waynes. I think just a unique voice that is able to really cut through a beat and be its own instrument. It's some people that don't know how to use their voice in that way, but when your rapper knows, it changes their music forever. Yeah. And Ross has a very distinct, deep Southern voice. Yeah. Slow draw, the Southern draw, strong. Voice. Yeah. So the way he is able to deliver this diss track makes this even better than what he is saying, because when Ross has a voice that when he speaks, you believe him. Yeah. That's what it is. That's what I'm trying to convey.
It's like, you don't want to be the nigga he talking to.
You feel me?
It's like, nigga, you just ate sardines before you came and talked to the boss, nigga?
Yeah,
nigga
like.
Said, I smell it on you. It's that. Nigga, what is that?
You ate sausages and came to talk to the boss?
He said, you just had some sausage? And then you came and talked to the boss, nigga? Like,
that nigga's hilarious. And that's another point I was getting to is people forget Ross is actually funny. Yeah. And I think Ross has always been funny, but I think he realized people thought he was funny a couple years ago when he started getting on social media and talking. Right. He realized he could turn this into something. And now he understands. He's funny as hell. Bro, so combine all that with the fact that this nigga can really fucking rap. He is a perfect nigga to make a diss track against somebody he watched grow up and help turn into the nigga he is. So, Either you niggas getting money or you ready to die. B.I.G. give a fuck if you Chi. You got it and you keep it tucked if you be by me. Do the job better known as the Charles Schwab. Double law spread through the yard. I swear to God. Like, the nigga is...
That
like,
nigga's getting off, bro.
He is getting off. And then we get to the leak. Niggas leaking their records when we speaking directly, saying that Drake leaked that shit to niggas so niggas can talk. If we keeping it gangster, when you see me, check me. And that's the part where I spoke about they love each other. Yeah. Like, nigga, you really, see me again. You know you gonna see me.
I be in Miami, nigga.
You know I be. Yeah. You know we be riding the same bitches. You know you can run into me whenever you want to. You really got a problem with it? Come check me. Come check me.
He said niggas pussy don't want to push me. I'm like, really, would he? Like, really, would he? Like, would he really diss the boss, nigga? Like,
yeah. And then after he said after the really would he like his moves, but he never had to fight in school. And this is where they get to breaking down Drake's like lack of real nigginess, for lack of a better word. Always had another nigga had to write your grooves. That's a one shot. Yeah. Flow is copy and paste. Weezy gave you the juice. That's another one. Another white boy at the park want to hang with the crew. That's another one. Pulitzer Prize winner switching up like he died to denim. Getting sentenced for all the killings when we ride with Reynolds. Looking me in my face. He beginning to shake. Told you niggas stay scheming. I predicted my fate. No, that nigga is rapping his ass off.
I told you niggas stay scheming, bro. I told you niggas stay scheming. What? This is But this is no. But this is what, you talking about him rapping his ass off. Let's really lock in, because niggas are not gonna talk about the Ross verse the way we gonna talk about the Ross verse. He's talking to Drake like, I told you them niggas stay scheming. You mad at me? I told you them niggas stay scheming. I predicted what was gonna happen. Like, I told you, bro. Like, that shit is masterful.
And then the part, like, it building from, nigga, I watched you grow up. Yeah. You got the sauce from all the rappers you was running around. Yep. And now you mad the niggas is scheming on you when I told you when we was young. Literally. Nigga, that is masterclass of rapping. That is a masterclass.
Did that shit in an hour.
He did that shit in 2 hours. In a red studio. Where the fuck was he? I've never seen nothing like that.
That nigga was at his crib. That's my thing. He was at the crib. Like, he heard that shit drop. Word. Bet, nigga.
Got more money than you. Fuck you want me to say? 50 mil for the crib. Where you want me to stay? Like, it's like, okay. Like, it's there earlier. Like, okay, you got more money than you. Yeah. But my house is 50 million, nigga. Where the fuck I'm moving to?
It's like, I can't move nowhere else. I can't go nowhere else.
Go nowhere else. Ah! Oh, my God. Let you DM my hoe, but got bitches you can't. And read between the lines, everybody. I heard that line earlier, and I was like, okay, I know what he's saying. Yeah. Because I was like, what do you mean Drake can't get bitches? Like, that's a weird-ass line to say when Drake is Mr. Bitches, pause if need be. But back to the real nigga. Yeah. Back to the beginning of the verse. What is he talking about? His pride, his ego. He a white boy. He want to be around real niggas. Yeah. You know what real bitches don't like?
Fake niggas.
Hello.
Fake niggas.
And you know what Ross has seen? Some bitches curve Drake because they can tell Drake a little ass bitch.
Yeah, for sure.
And nobody really gonna pay attention to that part, but Drake know what the fuck he talking about.
Exactly.
That nigga knows what Ross is nice, bro. Ross's pen is nice. Let you get on my songs. It was good for you, face. Now bitch nigga, it's on. Ain't no room for debate. He let you, and that's another thing. All of them early Drake hits were Ross songs.
Yeah,
all of them.
That he got on.
All of them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Drake helped. But my nigga, I put you on the song.
Literally.
I put you on the song.
That's my shit, nigga.
That's my song.
Yeah.
The fuck is you talking about? Hey, look, man. Look, man.
And then he put the voice in.
And then put the voice in. My favorite artist to record this is this man right here.
Big bro.
His name is Rick Ross.
Big bro, Rick Ross.
Big brother.
The boss.
You ain't never want to be a nigga anyway. And that's where that's Kendrick's point.
That's
Kendrick's fucking point.
Be a real nigga anyway.
They attacking this nigga's pride and his ego. And he's just going to keep talking about record deals and numbers. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Yeah. You are a phony. Bro. You're a bitch. We don't care. We don't believe you.
And then I thought Ross was going to get us from. I thought Ross was headed to a Pusha T direction. He said, "That's why you got the operation to make your nose smaller than your father nose, nigga, than your daddy nose, nigga. That big ass nose on Dennis.
You want to be a nigga, dog?
That big ass nose Dennis Graham got. You got it touched up, nigga.
Another Steve Harvey suit, nigga, made him.
Get the yam off your face, nigga. Get that yam off your face, dude. What?
Oh my God, bro.
And then he just started talking to this nigga like.
Just started talking. You ain't never want to be a nigga anyway. That's why you had the operation to make your nose smaller than your father nose. I unfollowed you, nigga, because you sent the motherfucking cease and desist to French Montana. You sent the police, nigga, hating on my dog project. You sent the police to one of your homies, dog.
And that's
that tick Ross off.
That's why it's so funny Ross saying this shit at the end. Because, like, I'm still going to nuke you, nigga. But I didn't even have beef. Like, this is what we was talking. Like, this is what I was mad about. Like, you did this for no. Like, I didn't even want to smoke you for real. Like this is what Cole should have did. Like, I didn't even want to smoke you for real.
You feel me?
But hey, we here. I'm gonna smoke you, and then after be like, yeah, see, it's your fault too. It's your fault. You sent the police, nigga. You sent the police to your homie. Said I was right with me.
We know you not real. We know you not real, nigga. That's the last thing a real nigga ever do is call the police on somebody. Nigga, we will shoot each other before we call the police to handle some shit.
Yo, he said, this not the same white boy who was just happy to be around niggas. He said, just happy to be around niggas.
Oh my God, bro. That nigga said you owe Stunner your motherfucking life. And he don't even fuck with Stunner.
He hate that nigga.
He hates Stunner.
He hates Stunner.
He said give Weezy some more money, nigga. Just give him some money. I don't even know why he said that. What did he say that for? Like, just give Lil Wayne some money, dog.
Yo, give Weezy some more money, nigga. Shout out Rap a Lot.
Salute Rap a Lot. Salute Rap a Lot.
Give white boy.
Oh my God, bro. This is the greatest day of my fucking life, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. It's a lot of niggas who started listening to rap in 2015 just hearing this Ross outro like, damn. Like, why is he talking? Like, this how niggas used to talk to each other. This how songs used to end, bro. Songs used to end talking to niggas. He said, we can do it how you want to do it, where you want to do it, anytime you want to do it. I'm ready, white boy. Huh, nigga? And then as if that last 2.5 minutes wasn't enough, he said, I know you got your Dockers on with no underwear, white boy. I was like, that's weird. And then he said, oh yeah, you had that surgery, that 6-pack, gone. That's why you wearing that funny shit at your show. He said, you can't hide it, nigga.
You can't hide it, nigga. No. White boy. Oh, fuck. Boy, that nigga Ross is cold, boy. That nigga Ross is cold. Come on, Kendrick. 3 o'clock. You got to drop by 3:30, Kendrick. All right. Real quick before we go. You know where we live, right?
Yeah.
And you know who's super out where we live, man. Mm-hmm. We got a planet out here. We call him Pluto. You feel me?
Hey, listen, my take about Future being the best artist out of Atlanta.
Okay, so I want to have a conversation with you, and if you need to go, you can go. But
no, we still got time. My office right here.
Okay. Future is, again, before I start this, when I talk about artists coming out of Atlanta, I do not split Andre 3K and Big Boy up. They are the legends of legends in Atlanta.
Right.
We know who they are. I don't put them on the greatest artists of all time coming out of Atlanta because they were grouped together. So these are only solo artists. There's only one person you can have the argument the Future is not better than, and that's Tip.
Okay.
It's Tip. Because Tip was as big as Future. Tip got the classic album. Tip was hot his whole time. Like, when Tip was in his prime, Tip never missed.
That's right.
He was just like Future. Like, he never fucking missed.
Yeah.
He had the women. He had the streets. He had everything like Future does, like Tip did as well.
Right.
Like, he
had the vest on with the fedora.
You feel me? Like he was really him. So T.I. is really the only nigga that you can say is better than Future coming out of Atlanta. Yeah. I don't think anybody else has an argument. And I mean it. And Young Thug is my favorite rapper.
10 number 1 albums.
Young Thug is my favorite rapper. I think Young Thug, if he hadn't been in jail for the past 2 years,
Yeah.
we might be having a little different conversation.
These niggas wouldn't even be beefing.
Yeah.
Everything would be fine.
Everything would be okay. Young Thug went to jail.
Wouldn't no top spot be there? It'd be Thug. Niggas wouldn't even be arguing.
You feel me? So
I would love to see Kendrick go at Thug though, but that's another time.
no, you would not. That would end very badly. Do you see where Thug is in? Never mind. But
You know how hard that first song would be though? Before they tried to kill that nigga, you know how hard that first song was? Before they whatever blocking comes and they just, like, that first song would be crazy, you know? Like, you know what? Honestly, I don't even know if Thug rap beef with niggas because he was on the stage like, man, I like what you do for your daughter type shit. Like,
Thug not the nigga to be.
I don't think Thug rap
not the nigga to be.
Shout out Thug though. He was in the courtroom like, man,
That shit crazy.
Hey, yo, listen, Baby, shout out to Baby. Good verse on Future album. You lucky Thug not outside. Because that's Thug's beat. I don't care what niggas gonna tell me. Nah. That was Thug's feature, bro.
Thug's supposed to be a red leather.
Yeah.
Both.
Thug's
supposed to be a red leather.
We were supposed to get Metro Spider.
Yeah, we were.
That's what that. Listen, okay,
can you imagine? Do you know what the cheat code that would be? We'll talk later.
Yeah.
We'll talk. Okay. Back to Future. So as I listen to this Future album, I think one of the most. I was having this conversation with T and Ish the other day in the chat about how I rank my all-time artists, and I think I said this a couple weeks ago. I kind of just take it's like 5 or 6 major categories and then 3 or 4 subcategories, and then I just kind of all the way to 100. Yeah. What would you be on a scale from 1 to 100 or 1 to 10, whatever? Every box I need checked for Future is checked to 9 out of 10, 9.5 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Mm-hmm. But I think what makes Future so amazing is he is one of the most, I think, and this is his most underrated quality, is how versatile he is. Mm-hmm. Future made an R&B album. Yep. Future just dropped the best rap album of the year. Yep. And then turned around and made a pseudo R&B album.
Yeah, with bangers.
With 70 soul samples.
Yep.
From the Isley Brothers. Mm-hmm. What the fuck are we talking about?
Yep.
What else do you want from a rapper?
Yeah.
I say the only thing Future is missing is the undisputed classic. I think Dirty Sprite 2 is a classic. And I think We Don't Trust You, the first one, has the potential to be the classic. Yeah. But we haven't got a Future album that it came out and it like the Good Kid, Mad City, the Carter 3, the Blueprint. We haven't got that effect from a Future album yet. And that's the only thing I think he is really missing to be considered one of the 4 or 5 greatest on that Mount Rushmore. Yeah. I think he is very, very close. Yeah. Like I said, my list above him is Wayne, like undisputedly above him. Yeah. Wayne, Hove, Kanye, Drake, and M. Everybody else can be argued. Okay. Everybody else can be argued.
I fuck with that, and I think I was a little early on the Future is going to be the best out of Atlanta take because this is preceding what we think is going to be the classic, and I definitely as soon as it dropped, I said that shit 2 days later. We are living through this classic. This is what a classic feels like. This is the 3rd week. The biggest song in the world is a Future record, in the middle of summer, and it's not he shut down the hip hop world this last month and a half. I think when discussing Future's career, it's kind of a LeBron effect in a way, where it's it's kind of expected of him, so we don't give it the flowers it should. But Future sidesteps so many barriers that's supposed to be there for rap artists. You're not supposed to be the old nigga in the club. You're not supposed to be non-lyrical, last this long. Mm-hmm. You're not supposed to be, I can't sing, but I'm going to still hop on these R&B songs. Mm-hmm. And he does all of it perfectly. Mm-hmm. Whether it's because he's so cool, he's so talented, his voice is an instrument, all that. But when you look at the different styles of rap, it used to be a thing we got to get a club record for the album.
Facts.
We got to get this record in front of, we got to get this record played in the club. Future's entire career, that shit was easy.
Easy.
And no other rapper can say that. No other artist can, genuinely, I don't think no other artist post 2000 can really say my entire career. like maybe Drake, but
Drake.
even
I was about to say Drake is the only other one. Drake can say it.
no. But my entire career, niggas, I'll definitely say Drake. But that's the thing, he got it from Future. Like he got that type of shit from Future, where it's like my entire career, no matter how old I am, no matter when you started listening to me, whether you listen to me or not, niggas know when I drop, you gon' hear that shit. You gon' hear that shit out. It don't matter who on the song. And Drake's songs, Future on type shit. So I think Future's claim to be number one. And then you mentioned like he dropped a rap album with the number one song in the world. 2 weeks later or a week later, he drops an R&B album that's damn near just as good. And he's done it 2 separate years.
He's done it twice.
He's done it twice already, bro. Because Future and Hendrix, when Future dropped, Mask Off was the number one song.
And then Kendrick hopped on that bitch.
Too. And great verse, too. And then a week later, he dropped Hendrix. Which damn near just as good. Like we talk about
a lot of people say that's his best album. I think his best album.
It's one of his best albums.
I
love it, bro.
I think it's 3. I think it's We Don't Trust You or Dirty Sprite 2 and then that.
Yeah, I 1000% love that. I love that because it's some of my favorite Future songs on Hendrix, and for him to do it again, but this time with the Metro. Listen, I'm just gonna clap it up for Metro. We're gonna clap it up for Metro. Listen, the Drake bar.
You can take a break from the drums today.
Yeah, you done made enough drums today. Like the Drake bar, funny for sure, especially you dropped the beat out type shit. But you're the best producer alive. You've been the best producer out for
a decade, easy.
Easy, minimum.
A minimum, literally minimum.
Like you are at the peak of your craft in all aspects. Samples, drums, combination of sounds,
being able to make a set of basic drums, and being able to implement a set of basic drums and then build a beat around it that is so extravagant, it doesn't even matter that these are just basic ass drums. Literally. That's what he did on Seen It All. Yeah. It's he put so much around it that you can't even tell. These are it's a basic drum pattern. On a mob beat. He's disgusting. Yeah. The nigga is disgusting, man. He is a special producer, bro. Future, I just want to commend you again for your versatility. But so I will say, the first time I listened to it, didn't want to hear this shit because only because I came into this expecting more beef, more drama, blood, more streets. I was up at midnight, but I was ready to go, and then it was like,
hold on, we got some Ross audio.
By Out of My Hands, I was ready to By Out of My Hands, I was like, oh, okay, let's pump the brakes, and change my tone. But I really got back up and listened to it the next morning. Yo, I love that intro. I saw a lot of niggas hate it. Yeah. That intro was crazy. And if you niggas don't like the intro, you ain't never danced with some bad bitches before.
I think so much of this second album was niggas hoping to hear 18 Ethers.
Yeah, and it just was never going. It wasn't.
Yeah.
This Sunday, my favorite song, Love Bad Bitches, the amazing interlude. Oh my God. All to Myself is my second favorite song, which is the Isley Brothers sample. Metro, you're a masterclass. And The Weeknd on that is just, shout
out to The Weeknd.
The Weeknd and Future are a very, very underrated duo. Very, very underrated duo.
And he's dissing a nigga the whole time.
Come on, man. Right For You, Mile High Memories, Overload, Beat It is my third favorite song. Always Be My Fault. It's gonna always be my fault. And then Red Leather is fucking ridiculous. The album is great. It's a great album. It's a great project. I'll come in here next week. It's only been out for a few days, and I had a really busy day yesterday. So I'll come in and have a better review of it next show. But right now, I don't have a major skip, I will say. I don't have a major skip.
I want to change what we said because he didn't drop 2 albums. This is 3 albums.
And I was about to say that. We forgot. He dropped 3 albums.
Okay, yeah.
He dropped, which Metro called the 7 songs a mixtape because he's a real nigga and those 7 songs is a mixtape and not an album. I love you, Kanye West, though. But
and Metro don't like all type of Future. Metro really, really wanted this old Future sound, and you hear that on them last 7 songs. He really wanted the old Future, cook it up in the pot, kill you niggas. I'm in the bushes with it. I'm still in the trenches, getting it out the trenches. He really wanted that old Future. And shout out A$AP Rocky. No cap. Shout out A$AP Rocky. I'm not the biggest A$AP Rocky guy. I like when he rapping. If it's good, it's good. I'll listen to it. If it's not, I'm not one of those niggas who's like, I'm not fashion. I'm not one of them. I wasn't like ASAP-ish or nothing like that. But that fucking verse was hard, kind of except for the Drake shit. Like, the Drake shit was okay. The rest of the verse for me, crazy.
Don't have no problem with the song. I like the song. I love A$AP. I'm an A$AP fan. At Long Live, A$AP is one of my favorite albums of the past decade. I love A$AP Rocky. But the Drake diss just wasn't okay. So this is an issue. Yeah. It was bad timing. That's what I will say. It wasn't really like you shouldn't have said it. It was just like, all right, this is on an R&B album. Yeah. And then the next day, the world explodes in rap.
You know,
so it's like
I kind of like it a little. Not in that context. I kind of like it a little.
It's
more
it's like. If this comes out 2 weeks ago, I think it's received different.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with it because it's like I got your dream girl and fucked your baby mama. Yeah. If we dissing and you dissing me, and he's been sending shots at Rocky and Rihanna for a long time. He's been doing this for a long time.
You said some shit like y'all was sending shit back and forth, but you said some shit that was a little too out there.
Yes. Exactly. They've been sending shots, but he went too far on one of the songs. I can't remember which one it was.
He was talking about Sex With You Was Born or some shit like that. Yeah. Listen, fam. That's why I like it.
Stop playing.
That's why I like it, because like when they jumping in, boom, quick jab.
And it's like,
shut the fuck up about Rihanna, nigga. Bang.
It's like you gonna call sex boring and say all this shit about my bitch, but you was on stage trying to kiss her and she was.
You chased my bitch for 20 years.
Let's stop playing.
You still alone.
And let's stop calling Rihanna. Bitch. Sorry, Rihanna.
I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
You're not bitch. We just talking. We niggas. I'm sorry. The beautiful queen Rihanna.
You was like you chased this goddess that I married.
Exactly. That's better.
Like niggas on Twitter like. He been inside your BM and you go like talking about Rihanna like, oh yeah, he was with Rihanna. You still gonna talk to her, fam? You're still alone, nigga. Like you're still alone. Like if Rocky really want to hurt you, you're still alone. I'm on my 3rd kid, dog.
You're still alone and chasing after young white girls.
Like come on, bro.
In LA, like oh no, so hard. Yeah, you have $100 million and you can get a white girl in LA.
Yeah. And you know what? You know what he can't say? You're not richer than us. You're not richer than us, nigga. Yeah. You're not richer than us.
It's us.
Yeah, nigga.
It's Karabukas in this bitch.
You not richer than the Navy, nigga. I'll tell you that. That LVMH check that them niggas cash. Rihanna crossed $1 billion a while ago.
You feel me?
You're not gonna say that to me.
Yeah.
I'm spending our money, nigga. Yeah. I salute Rocky for that. But the beat for Show Your Hands, I loved it. I love the verse.
Yes.
I love hearing Rocky come back outside a little bit. He was like, I should have been on the first one. Well, you haven't been rapping, but you know.
And I do feel bad for Lil Baby not being on the first one too, because he needed to be on that.
Yeah.
It just being drowned out in the second half of the album really does hurt. Like Lil Baby needs some noise around him.
And I will say, I think the first one didn't have many features because of the tone of the album.
For sure.
Like,
fucking sure.
What niggas was talking about on that album, I could see why Baby wouldn't be on that album. For someone who's worked with Drake, been with Drake earlier, I could see why he wasn't on the first one.
Because it was only Kendrick, Ross, and The Weeknd on the album, right? Yeah, so that makes sense. Those are the 3 niggas, obviously. So that makes perfect sense. Rocky being on the album would have made sense, but that Rocky verse might be fresh. That might have.
No, it was fresh. He called him up. In the verse, he said I should have been on the first one. Like, that is a brand new verse.
Okay. That makes sense.
It's a brand new verse, and it really sounded like some. Oh yeah, I don't fuck with this nigga either. Like, y'all should have called. Y'all don't know. I hate this nigga. Like,
type shit.
I hate him, dude.
Type shit.
This nigga won't leave my BM alone.
And all right, anything else to the future?
Nah.
All right.
Salute,
man. Like I said, we're gonna have a better in-depth review. A lot of shit is about to happen this week, and we just did a 2-hour podcast and did not mention that the playoffs start next Saturday.
No seeding. It's a 3-way tie.
It's a 3-way tie in the play-in, and the number 1 seed is a 3-way tie. The only matchup that is confirmed with 1 game left is the Mavericks-Clippers. Yeah. And I feel so bad for the Clippers.
No. Do you know how mad them niggas are?
Bro, them niggas are mad as fuck.
Who Harden guarding?
All right, we'll next show. I can't wait because I did really want to talk about basketball, but this shit was just too much fun. The play-in is Wednesday. By the looks of it, it's probably gonna be, unless something crazy happens tonight or tomorrow, it's probably gonna be Lakers Warriors 9-10, Lakers 9, and
Adam Silver, love that script.
The Kings. It's probably gonna be the Kings and Phoenix, and the Pelicans will probably get the 6th seed. So Emmitt's to play in. So I'm very excited for that. On the East side, who gives a fuck? Yeah. Niggas suck ass. So Boston's probably gonna walk to the championship. If not, I see Cleveland. Maybe New York. I do like the Knicks a lot. I love Jalen Brunson. I'm a big Jalen Brunson.
It's gonna be a team that we hate
for real. It's gonna be a nasty finals.
The Raptors.
But the playoffs start on 4/20, so you know how I get down. You know that's gonna be a good day for me. But before we get out of here, we just spoke about Future. If we couldn't be a hip hop show if we did not give our condolences to Rico Wade's family, especially living in Atlanta, what Atlanta rap has done, what it means to us, how much we love it, how much passion we have it. We will be we have to send a big RIP. I love you. Thank you for everything you did to Rico Wade. Yeah. If you guys do not know, he is
founding member of the Dungeon family.
Founding member of the Dungeon family. The Dungeon family was in his grandmother's basement. That is where they did all of their magic. And if you don't know, he is the reason for Outkast, Goody Mob, and Future. He had a part in a major part in all of their come ups. And Future, if you guys don't know, Future has been around since 2004 working, and I think that is why he is so good at this late age, is because he really perfected a craft before he came out and became a mainstream artist. But that's besides the point right now. But he was, like I said, the Future is his cousin, and they were in their grandmother's basement, and he is just one of the most important hip-hop figures you will see in your lifetime. Yeah. Simple as that.
Facts. Yeah, definitely R.I.P.
Definitely R.I.P. I think they have a little excerpt right here. Wade, also known as Sleepy, formed the Atlanta-based production crew Organized Noise in the early 1990s. During an era when offerings from the East and West Coast dominated radio and major label releases, their work propelled the region from the fringes of the genre to a mainstay at its center. And I want to explain that for a little bit, just in case you guys are a younger audience and don't really know. Rap was the East and West Coast thing. It was New York. It was New York, Jersey, DC. Yep. You had Eminem in the Midwest, but it was really just him. And then you had the West Coast. Detroit type shit. And then you had the West Coast. Yeah. The South was kind of looked at as an afterthought. Yeah. That's why when niggas like young Southern fans be like, "Oh, Lil Wayne, T.I., Rick Ross, Big Crit. You'll hear these names, Jeezy. Yeah. You'll hear these names, Boosie Webby. You'll hear these names, and you'll think these niggas are the biggest artists in the world. And you'll look up up north, and them niggas laughed at. Lil Wayne didn't get a real worldwide step until he went to New York and got with Dipset. Yep. Ross didn't get the real stamp until he got with Hov. Yep. Jeezy didn't get the real stamp until he got with Hov.
Eminem went West Coast.
Like, it was really a thing that rap was only these two coasts. Yep. And so what they're saying in this little excerpt is he was one of the main people that brought the mainstream hip-hop world to Atlanta and made it respected. Yeah. And that is so important because, as we just said, authenticity in rap is everything. And he is one of the people that brought that to Atlanta and to the South in general.
For right now, Atlanta has been the hub of rap music for a really long time.
And barely out of their teens, which means he started this at 1920. Yeah. The production crew welcomed aspiring musicians and artists into the basement of Wade's mother home in East Point, Georgia in the early 1990s. The cellar became known as the Dungeon, with the artists who performed there, including the group's parental advisory, Goody Mob, who emerged from it as a collective called the Dungeon Family. So just a huge RIP to Rico Wade and his family. Condolences. We love you. We love Atlanta. Thank you for everything you've done. You are just a legend in every way. That's not even a good enough word to describe you. So amazing show. Thank you for sticking with us. Like, subscribe, comment. We'll be back maybe Friday, depending on what happens.
Shit, I might be back in an hour.
Bro, we might be deadass. We might be back in an hour when you see this. The show might look a little weird to y'all because of how this might have to be recorded if Kendrick drop in the next 2 hours. So we love you. Subscribe, like, comment. TikTok, everything is in the bio. Follow all our socials. Share, tell a friend to tell a friend, and salute.